to the Vampyr live stream. I also streamed this morning on Vampyr for a good couple of hours. If you've watched the stream, thank you. If you haven't, then please give it a look. It did end a bit prematurely, mainly because the game crashed on me, and so I'm trying to do the YouTube side of stuff at the same time. But yeah, the game actually crashed on me. So it wasn't the ending I kind of wanted. I was kind of getting to the point of getting to the point where I could sleep to then level up, because I've got quite a bit of experience points, we've done quite a bit. And it decided to crash. So I haven't really looked at where it's going to start off, which is a concern. So I'm not entirely sure exactly where we're going to be straight away. So once I've done YouTube stuff, which I am nearly there, we will have a look where it has put us. I don't want to go back and redo things, but did find, I think I'd made a mistake. Let's see if that catches up. Yeah, I did find I'd made a mistake. So we got to a point on the main mission where we found one of the nurses working by themselves in Whitechapel, and we had the choice to do with a choice what to do if we had 3 different choices. Embrace, there was something else, and then there was something else, and I chose an option that I thought was, in my eyes, I play these games as if it was me doing them. I should really just check the sound is okay on the stream. I play these games as if it was me. Yeah, sounds good. So I make decisions based on that. Unfortunately, I think I messed up, because we then got 2 people storm in. Whether that still happened, I don't know. I don't know where the autosave point came in. But I think I picked the wrong option. But I'm not sure. So we're outside, Black Man in Whitechapel. Report to the... yeah. So... we have done what I thought. If you haven't watched the last one, brief rundown. We carried on with the main mission. So I should be able to show you, thinking about it. So this mission here, we found Dorothy Crane, we did all the other bits to go with the mission, and after finding Dorothy Crane, we had a chance to help Dorothy Crane. The guy was on the table, in bits, and needed help. I picked what I thought were the right answers. Obviously not, he died. Then we had to deal with her, and one of 3 options. and I picked an option that I thought was what I would do, and it said that I would bear the consequences. I don't know what that means. I think we need to report to Lady Ashbury, then we can probably sleep. We've healed a few people in the district. So, yeah. Dorothy, she's still a pillar. So I'm hoping she's still there. We've lost a hint. But we've healed Christina Poper, who is a prostitute. We have healed Richard Nivacott. We've healed Darius Petescu, and we've healed Harry Peterson. We couldn't heal Benjamin Palmer because we don't have the cure for migraine. I couldn't find Cardigan Bates again, and we didn't have enough treatment for treating the fatigue of Clayton Darby. We still haven't been there, and we obviously have got loads to do in this area. And we still need to treat Clay Cox, but I don't know where he's disappeared to, and we've got Oswald Thatcher, who's got a headache as well. So I don't know. I don't know if we've messed up, but so we came out of here, this is where we are. I'm about to get jumped. I know what happens because it's where it crashed, so I'm about to get jumped by 2 people. And that's where it crashed on me. So we shall see what happens. I'm hoping.
Blood. Whoever left these marks did so deliberately.
Yeah. So there we go. This isn't going to be an easy fight, by the looks of things. We've got to try and take one out before the others, I think, but I need stamina. Stamina is an issue, as I found last time. Right, that's one down. Yes. I've got a blood shield. That was absorbed some damage. We've healed ourselves as well. These 2 Dean brothers we're taking on currently. I love the fact they all stand around waiting. But I don't think we can escape. We do now need to take this one out. We need more blood. I could go for a 2-handed weapon speed. More people jumping in. Whoa, what happened there? That's one of their weapons I found. As I said before, the fighting system in this isn't brilliant. I'm going to take some blood to heal. We need to take some of these rat guys out. Because I think that's the easiest way of winning, is taking some of these guys out. I think that's, yeah, the quicker we take these bosses out, the better. blood shield. Gotta try not always have maximum blood. There we go. We've nearly got one of them out. I'm low on health back. Blood in me. I can take Vincent's machine out. That's one of them down. One left. Did it?
Die, vermin!
There's always one that doesn't clear after. Wood's still in. Yeah, he's down. Nothing to pick up. I thought there would be. But yeah, so we just got attacked. So that's where it crashed last time. So at least it didn't. So now we can head back to Lady Ashbury. Just check for heading the right way. Yeah, we need to head across the bridge, which is just down here. And there's a skull up to the left up there. I'm not too worried about him. Go across the bridge, and we are back at the hospital. So we need to report. When I sleep, we'll see the effects of the decision quite quickly, I think. Saying the hospital no longer takes patients. It's still here. Right, Lady Ashbury, where are you?
You always knew the words to calm the children, Ellen. As for me,
I cannot enter.
blundering idiot.
Know where she is. She's actually around the front of the hospital, isn't she? We're probably best off heading back outside and round. She's normally by the tents, to be honest.
Safer here than anywhere else in the East End.
Right. Alright. We knew she was a vampire, but didn't expect her to be doing that.
I would ask you to avert your eyes, sir. Or did you not know it was rude to stare?
I knew it.
Speak up, Dr. Reed. I like a man who speaks his mind.
You killed him. He trusted you. And you killed him.
As I said in the morning
Spare
stream,
me
my
your
plan is to try and get this
sarcasm,
finished before
Jonathan.
Assassin's
You
Creed
are
down
but
next
newly
week. I
born in
start
this
nights
world.
at the weekend.
So in the end, the accusation was true, wasn't it?
So I want to get this finished.
The situation
before
is somewhat
start nights.
awkward nonetheless. I have not been observed sustaining myself for many decades. I have to say I'm a trifle embarrassed.
Anyway, I have concluded my inquiries concerning your blackmailer.
I see. Please excuse my agitated state. Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't let anyone see me in this condition.
The case is closed, your ladyship. The person who took advantage of you has, shall we say, seen the error of her ways.
So who was it?
My lady, the blackmailer was dealt with using the utmost discretion.
Yeah, I made her
The
forget.
culprit's identity is of no relevance.
Thank you, Jonathan. That is exactly what I needed from you. You have proven your loyalty, so, as a friend, please accept this small token of my appreciation.
Thank you, my lady.
If you have an inclination to learn more about vampires or your current situation, I will be glad to aid you in your quest for knowledge.
I've been hearing a voice talking
I think it's
in my
answers.
head. Is this some kind of insanity? It feels like the voice of the vampire that created me.
Hush. Tell no one this. It would be unwise to talk of such things amongst British immortals. Speak no more of your maker.
Excuse my forwardness, but are you my maker?
Me? Goodness, no. Only a foolish immortal would create a progeny without taking precaution, and I'm no fool.
Okay. She's
How could
not
this
the
cause
maker.
offense?
Only the powerful immortals can mentally call to their progeny. No vampire or hunter will sleep easy, knowing that an unidentified elder is stalking the streets of London.
I don't understand. Why was I created and then left for dead?
That is a question only the one who made you can answer. It's not normal practice. I doubt even if you find him, he will answer you, considering how cruelly he treated you.
I'd like to avoid creating another vampire by mistake anyway. Tell me, how is it done?
The process is dangerous. It could even kill your potential progeny. If you did decide to sire an offspring, they must drink of your blood, Jonathan.
Okay,
So
so
me
we
being
can
a
create.
vampire could have been a mistake.
I very much doubt it, Jonathan. Contrary to the legends, it is not as simple to make another vampire by just biting someone.
A vampire? Is that what I am? What we are?
Such a crude word, defined by penny dreadfuls and drunken hacks. No. You are now an Ekon, and that you shall remain.
So we are Ekons. How can I identify us amongst other vampires?
How to put it? All Ekon are vampires. But all vampires are not Ekon. We are but a branch of the immortal tree.
Okay.
Are you an Ekon too?
Yes, I am. We are the closest thing to what man refers to as vampires. Forget what you think you know about us.
What can we ask her?
Why does Dr. Swansea allow you to feed on the patients of the hospital?
Dr. Swansea is a good and compassionate man. He is trying to find a solution for our hunger. Until that happens, he is clever enough to understand that I only feed upon the dying.
And no one suspected you of the murders.
As you well know, suspicion has recently fallen on me of killing for pleasure. But you have my word, Jonathan. I take no pleasure in taking a life.
What do you know about this Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole?
The Brotherhood is well known amongst London Vampire Society. As long as our kind is discreet, and as long as they do not interfere, we have come to a mutual understanding.
Okay.
Why did you save me in the canning factory?
I could hardly stand by and watch such a promising young blood as yourself be torn to shreds by some gutter scowl.
What type of vampire is a Skull?
Not a true vampire. The deformed offspring of lesser vampires. It is a shame these creatures run wild, slaves to their baser instincts.
William Bishop wasn't the vampire that created me then?
No, Jonathan. Whatever their strength and demeanor, Skulls are the progeny of careless vampires. It cannot be the other way round.
So we're now close to find out who created us.
I know this is beyond the pale, but may I inquire your age?
Really? And I thought you were gentlemen. If you must know, I'm 27. I've been 27 for a long time now. And 27
I should
I
say
shall
27.
remain.
Nice answer.
And who bestowed upon you this eternal youth?
My maker. He left this isle a long time ago.
Very well. But I believe there is more to this than you are saying.
A lady has to have some secrets.
Okay, let's see. if
I've
we
been away
find
from
more
London
information.
and England for 3 years. This isn't the city I remember.
Things have gone from bad to worse here, Jonathan. I've lived in this city for a long time, and I've never seen it like this.
What is it you fear?
Fear has long since flown this form. But there is something malevolent circling us. I feel fear is merely waiting in the wings.
The Spanish flu has hit London that bad.
Yes, but it's not just that. I've heard things. Things I've not heard for a very, very long time. There are whispers in the shadows. Something far worse than the Spanish flu is here in the city.
When I awoke, changed, I was chased and attacked by vampire hunters. Prepared and well-trained.
Though I can't be certain. More than likely, it was the once glorious Guard of Priwen.
You make them sound like some
Yeah,
sort
we've met
of
them a few
cult.
times.
More a society. And like all the best ones, a secret society. I thought them almost gone. But it seemed they have been recruiting.
Don't I know it?
Once glorious, but still dangerous.
They have seen better days. But all fanatics are dangerous. You would be wise to stay clear. They are sworn to destroy our kind.
Are there many vampires here in London?
Immortals are of a rare breed, and we often tend to hide. But you may occasionally meet some of us at night.
Will they all be as affable as you, my lady?
I do not see why not. But remember, even the shark smiles before he bites.
That sounds like a lesson from experience.
Vampire politics are as intricate and sometimes tedious as a game of chess in a gentleman's club.
Advertise
I've learned from
the streamer.
experience it is
I
best
haven't
to
actually
decline
advertised
to
it anyway,
play.
so I'm doing it. Bear with me 2 seconds. Right, sorry. I just thought
Do you
I
know
haven't
any of
really
them?
advertised the stream. I don't
Have you an
advertise
idea
the
of the
streams really as much
identity
as
of the
I probably
vampire
should.
who attacked me?
You mean your maker? No, Jonathan, I have no clue. But I fear he or she is as careless as cruel. To let you discover your new condition by yourself.
What do you mean?
Every now and then, you may discover an immortal in the deep of the night. But we are a rare and reclusive breed. Our progeny is almost never accidental.
That's it.
I bid you farewell. For now, my lady. I must quickly analyze the blood I took from Nurse Crane's patient.
So so the mission isn't actually complete. Who's this?
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm new here.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reed. I'm Milton Hooks, the
We heard about
ambulance
him
driver for
previously.
this shithole of a hospital.
That's quite a blunt introduction, Mr. Hooks.
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Dr. Reed. Perk
He's
of the job.
been
Don't judge me. I
Screwing
won't judge you.
patients out of
I'm
money.
not sure I understand what you're talking about.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen eye. I learned to shoot during the war and have carried one ever since. Old habits die hard.
No need to explain, Dr. Reed. And if you ever need a better gun, remember, I may have something for you.
That's Norman Hooks. So we know a bit about him. He's mediocre and he runs rackets on the patients. We found his wallet.
I have some good news, Milton.
What? The epidemic's over?
I retrieved your wallet with all the money and a certain picture.
Well, yeah, Pippa Hawkins is my girl. So what? Is it the difference of skin colour that bothers you?
Not at all, Milton.
Good. Please, take this money anyway. To remind you to keep your mouth shut. Not everybody is as broad-minded as you, Dr. Reed.
Okay. We completed a investigation. They're a couple. That's what we didn't know.
How is the situation around here?
You want to hear the situation is all right? It's fucking awful. We lack everything. And it's getting worse every day.
Are you really smuggling weapons through the hospital?
And why not? I've already been attacked by patients, you know. And by gang members willing to steal my money.
But you're not defending yourself. You're selling guns to civilians.
You keep people alive your own way, Doctor. I offer them another way to protect their health.
So what do you do exactly in this hospital? Apart from smuggling guns, I mean.
I've been an ambulance driver since... too long, I guess. I bring sick people here night and day. It's a dirty job, but I get it done. Most of the time.
Since you're on the front line, how is the sanitary situation in this vicinity?
It's a complete disaster. It's even getting dangerous to enter some streets or
I
buildings.
think it meant we
Even the
completed an
locals attack
investigation. I
you.
don't know we're doing the investigation because we came upon his wallet by chance.
It sounds like things have been a bit rough recently. What's happened?
Yesterday I got attacked by the patient I was bringing here. I escaped through the hospital's garden, but I lost my wallet when I was running.
You left an infected patient outside the hospital. That's incredibly dangerous.
Go there yourself if you want, but be careful, Doctor. I'd rather not bring your dead body back.
Fair enough.
Why do you have such a mediocre reputation among your colleagues, Milton?
Fuck them. Nobody knows the horrors I've seen since working here. This city was sick long before the epidemic, Dr. Reed.
I know it's a difficult task, but correct me if I'm wrong. Is this not the job you are paid to do?
I've seen babies left to die while their brothers were properly fed. Underage girls and boys sold to all manner of perverts.
I'm sorry, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, exactly. We lack words. So excuse me if I don't look on the bright side of life.
Fair enough.
Tell me why you're extorting money from some of the patients here.
If a patient wants a bed, he'll have to pay me a little fee. That's all.
Where did you get the idea for such an immoral scam?
Funny you should ask. The first time it was from a patient who bribed me to get a bed. It's only then I realized I could make a fortune.
Admit it. Nurse Hawkins is more than your lover. She's also your partner in crime.
Of course she is. How else could I tell which bed is free? I need to know that.
Have you no shame?
Don't you see this city is crumbling down? Today people are ready to pay to get a hospital bed. Tomorrow we may be fighting for food.
What's going on between you and Nurse Hawkins?
Pippa's tired. Tired of all this shit. Tired of all those corpses piling up. She's as depressed as I am.
During the war, I witnessed a few couples just like you come together in difficult circumstances. It can be very damaging.
Maybe you're right. But we support each other. And that's all that matters.
You do realize you could both get fired. Hospital staff are not meant to have intimate relationships with one another.
Come on, Dr. Reed. Do you know how many rules are broken in this hospital every day just to keep it running? There's nothing wrong with what we're doing.
I think that's everything.
Do you need any medical help, Milton?
I'm fine, Doc. Physically, at least. But I would give everything to be in a better place right now.
So he doesn't need.
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what
Gun we've got
everybody
isn't
needs
brilliant,
these days.
isn't it? Whoa, 315. That's 296 damage. Wow. And these are all. Oh, because everything else is really... I can't sell certain weapons, I've noticed. It will let me sell the used truncheon. There's nothing we need to buy. Who is it we needed to... hideouts, they're merchants. We have got some side missions. Who is it we needed to still help here? We need Clay Cox and Oswald Thatcher. Don't know if we've got treatment for fatigue still. I don't know. Let's have a look at what I've got. Treatments. Bronchitis, sepsis, anemia. Fatigue. We've got plenty of fatigue. We haven't got headaches because I haven't got the things to do that yet. So who is it we need to find for fatigue? We need to find Clay Cox. Harriet Jones. Corcoran Tippets. Beatrice Mortimer. There's an unknown. There's that unknown. Okay, there's an unknown in there. Harriet Jones, Thelma, Pippa, Sean Hampton, Thomas. There's an unknown doctor, Cash. There's a couple of unknowns in here.
Good evening, Doctor. I believe we're going to be working together.
Dr. Reed. I've not met yet.
Dr. Swansea informed us of your arrival, but I could not dare to believe we'd have such good fortune. Such an honor, sir.
Thank you. And you are?
I am Thoreau Strickland.
I am
Dr.
curious to
Thoreau
what
Strickland.
kind of effect
I'm a
my
great
decision's
admirer
gonna
of your
have.
work, Dr. Reed.
For all I know, I did the right things.
Please, could you tell me something
And
about yourself?
I'm a great
that was all
admirer
meant
of
to
your
happen
work
afterwards.
concerning
Me being
blood
attacked by the
transfusion,
Sheen
Dr.
brothers.
Reed. I run my own experiments.
that
I'm
kind of thing.
convinced it's the future.
I don't know. That's the thing.
What made you choose to be a doctor?
I'm not ashamed to admit you and your work have inspired me. I am honored to have the opportunity to work by your side.
It's always a pleasure to share scientific and medical knowledge with someone eager to learn. I'll be glad to help you if I can.
This epidemic may be the century's most terrible disaster, but I'm convinced that we, as doctors, are the only ones able to defeat it.
I based my technique on my mentor's research. He helped me perfect my method. What is yours?
I'd rather not talk about it. For now, it's just theories and first approach. My process is purely experimental and unsuccessful.
As long as you're cautious and methodical, you may remain empty-handed, but you won't fail.
You're not the first one to warn me, but I am convinced knowledge is the main weapon against the ravages of this epidemic.
Okay.
What can you tell me about the Pembroke?
Well, it has always been an honor to work with Dr. Swansea. But with your arrival, I can't think of a better opportunity to learn about
One thing I
blood
will say about
transfusion.
streaming and playing what I want to play at the same time.
You seem quite optimistic. It's a rare and
I
precious
tend to talk to myself
attitude in these
whilst
difficult
playing anyway.
times.
So
I'm
it's quite nice
convinced
to be able
that
to
this
talk
epidemic
out
is
loud
a
and
test,
not
a
be
test
so
of
weird.
endurance and
You
dedication
can
for us
do
men
watch
of
this
science.
afterwards or
Questions
during.
remain about
There is a
our
conversation there,
capacity to
whether I'm
resolve
having it
the
with myself or
situation.
not, or
True,
people
true.
are chatting in the comments.
Last summer, during the first wave
It's
of
quite
the
nice
epidemic,
not
I
to
used to joke with Milton
just
about the extra
generally talk
work.
to myself in an empty room.
We're not smiling now.
I hope I'm not the only one that
Do you
does
need
that.
help with anything in particular?
Well, yes, maybe. I'm waiting for a batch of products I ordered for my personal research, yet my supplier seems to have vanished.
That's
Do you
another
want me
side
to
mission.
play the errand boy for you?
Oh no, Dr. Reed. But if you went personally to his shop, what with your reputation and all, he wouldn't dare to refuse the products I need.
I see. Well, give me the address, for I may pass by if I have time.
Okay.
What do you think of Dr. Ackroyd's aversion to modern medical methods?
It's a shame he's so narrow-minded. Dr. Swansea taught me that science is about exploring uncharted territory. I'm convinced that's true.
With the influenza and all that's going on, you should put your differences aside, don't you think? Why is it so difficult to work together?
I believe that if Dr. Ackroyd had been the one to discover the transfusion process, he would be the first to recommend its use.
So you believe it's just a question of jealousy and pride?
Dr. Ackroyd is as proud as he is blinded by his obsolete concept of medical science.
Okay. What do we know about him? Still a couple of hints locked. I'm assuming he doesn't need anything from us. And there's still 2 people in this district we've not met.
Do you need my medical attention, dear colleague?
You don't have to worry about me, Dr. Reed. I am here to assist you, not to be a burden.
Cool. So I think we've asked him everything we can. Oh no, we've still got
Tell
that.
me more about your willingness to experiment with new medical techniques.
Harvey Fiddick is a patient suffering from a severe injury that could cripple him if not treated correctly. I'm convinced your blood transfusion technique could help him.
What is it you really want? To save him? Or to prove your point?
Fair question. I want nothing but to save my patient, Dr. Reed. Especially since I know Mr. Fiddick's story.
Tell me Mr. Fiddick's story.
Our first diagnosis was compromised because Mr. Fiddick lied to us about the real origin of his injury. He first claimed it was an accident.
But why would he hide such crucial information from us?
Because he is a proud father. Ashamed of putting his children at risk because of his own negligence.
This personal involvement could also appear to be a lack of impartiality. You must know that a good surgeon must remain neutral.
I agree. But that does not excuse Dr. Ackroyd's behavior. A man who did not even take time to converse with his patient.
Do you think keeping his distance was a mistake?
All I know is that I'm taking care of human beings with desires, hopes, and fears. Not some biological machine comprised of blood, bones, and flesh.
So that is everything, because we still need some hints.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
Cool. Right, who are we actually trying to find? There was someone we needed to find because we can heal. Clay Cox. That's Dr. Ackroyd, Thelma, Mortimer, Beatrice, Harvey Fiddick. We don't know Harvey, so we better go and speak to him.
Good evening, sir. I will not let you down, my boy.
Chest, there we go. Codeine. Right, we haven't actually spoke to this guy yet.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. May I help you?
I don't know if a third opinion is needed. Your colleagues are already arguing about my condition.
I see. Would you mind telling me more about your situation?
I'm Harvey Fiddick. All I want is to get me bloody arm fixed properly.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Fiddick.
I'm just a regular guy waiting to get his arm fixed, so I can return to work and to my family.
I was more curious about what you were doing before being hospitalized.
I'm a carpenter, and a good one too. But that means I need both arms to feed my family, Dr. Reed.
Are you satisfied with your treatment here?
Well, it's clear that I've chosen a bad time to be injured. Forgive my bluntness, but you seem overwhelmed by cases of the flu.
I won't lie to you about it. I'm afraid we are.
Are you sure you don't want to operate yourself, Dr. Reed? I have the feeling you're very capable, and your colleagues seem to think so too.
In other circumstances, you would be right. But for now, I don't think I can take on the responsibility. My apologies. Tell me about the doctors who are arguing about your case.
Strickland and Ackroyd. They both want the best for me, but there's a lot of pride there. Doctors are no different from carpenters, it seems.
What do you mean?
I often had professional arguments with rivals on a building site. Difference is, I disagreed about wood and nails, not flesh and bones.
Okay.
Tell me about your injury, Harvey. Why do you feel so guilty about it?
My wife died because of me. And now I may lose everything because I've been careless enough to hurt myself. What an arsehole.
How could your job be responsible for your wife's death?
I was working a double. She went out to bring me a hot meal and got caught in a German bomb raid.
You can't hold yourself responsible for your injury, Mr. Fiddick. Unless you tried to hurt yourself.
Of course I didn't hurt myself. But I can't work until my arm is fixed. My children need to eat, Doctor.
Tell me more about the death of your wife, Harvey.
1915. I was in the army. Building workshops for the Royal Flying Corps. Helen was happy I wasn't sent to the front.
What happened?
The Germans sent Zeppelins to bomb the construction site, but they missed their target. My wife was bringing my dinner when the bombs fell.
I'm sorry for your loss. So many died during the bombings. I served in France and witnessed the carnage there.
I would like to say that she didn't suffer. Truth is, I have no idea. I just know that I'm all that me kids have. Poor little bleeders.
How are your children after losing their mother?
They were smaller then. The only good thing about this is my Helen didn't bring them with her that night.
That's everything.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
I will not let you
Right,
down,
we need
my
to find
boy.
Clay Cox. I'm just gonna find here. There's an unknown, Lady Ashford. There is an unknown in there.
But in the circumstances, I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt.
Where's that unknown? He's out there. Where is Clay Cox? That's the problem. That's the cache. Trish, Harvey, Thelma, Pippa. I just want to heal someone. Sean Hampton. We know about Thomas Elwood. That's Harriet Jones.
The pain. It's here again.
I know we need to go upstairs to finish this mission. I'm just trying... Cash?
It's locked.
That's Pippa Hawkins. I don't think he's here. Thelma Thomas. Swansea. Pippa Hawkins. I don't think he's here to heal.
Fear and disgust on every street.
I wonder what your last thoughts would be, sir.
He's a little bit annoying. Thought I could quickly heal him. A bit more experience points. More codeine. Auckland Tippets, Milton Hips. Beatrice. Harriet Jones. Gwyneth Brannigan. What would it be here? Claycox. Finally found it. Do this,
Good evening,
analyse the
Mr.
blood,
Cox.
see where we're at.
Dr.
That's
Reed.
the end of that mission.
Still working at night, I see. I like that.
And why is that?
People who don't sleep at night always seem more alive to me. More interesting, one way or another.
Do you ever think about that poor fellow I saw you push in the water?
The wound he gave me will make sure I don't forget him. Still fucking hurts. Boss had cut me good.
That man was determined to murder you. You almost died.
What a surprise. The first time I met him, he nearly shit himself. Fucking coward. I guess revenge gives you balls.
What did he want? Revenge?
I recently had to kill his brother. Poor
Had to
arsehole
kill his brother.
thought it would be easy to return the favour.
We learned he was part of the gang.
Only the strongest survive, then? Survival at all costs. Is that all you think about?
I'm the toughest bastard you'll ever meet, Dr. Reed. And I don't give a fuck what you think of me.
There's a few people I'm
How is your
meeting that I
hospitalization
kind of do
going,
want
Mr.
to kill.
Cox?
admittedly.
This is a shitty place with shitty staff. But as long as I'm treated alright, I'll be fine.
What's wrong with the Pembroke staff?
That bastard you sent to bring me here, Milton, I thought he was going to break all my bones before I reached my bed.
I see. Any other smart comments?
The nurses aren't too ugly. Especially that foxy one, Nurse Crane. Pretty brunette, tough attitude, all like that.
What's wrong with the hospital?
Come on, Dr. Reed. The place is a dump. Smelly, sad, and dirty.
But you're alive thanks to the efforts and dedication of the
We'll
staff
hear them
here,
in a minute.
aren't you?
What are you expecting, a medal?
Just for the
I thought that
XP.
saving
Well, anything
lives was
else,
just part of the
I
job.
don't really want to.
Must be an unsatisfactory profession at this time, I'm sure.
How long do you think you can escape the law, Clay?
I know this city like the back of my hand, Doc. I know its streets, who to pay, who to avoid, and who to bully. I won't get caught.
We can't escape the consequences of our actions. The past catches up with us in the end.
I ain't afraid of death. I don't
So he
hide
was
who
the
I
first
am.
person I
I live
mesmerised
my
because
life
it
honestly,
makes you do
which
it
is more
to
than
then
I can say
decide
for most folks.
And
to let him live
who
or
are
die.
you?
I'm now
I'm the
so bad,
leader
I
of the
killed him.
Wet Boot Boys. One day I'll leave this shitty place and punch in the face all who thought I would not come back.
You're lucky to be alive, Mr. Cox. I hope you're starting to take better care of yourself.
This place is full of sickness and decay. How could I get better in such a dump?
Consider yourself lucky that I'm treating all of my patients equally. But don't push your luck.
Don't play the innocent with me. I'm sure you have good reasons to act this way. And also weaknesses that can be exploited.
Yeah,
I'll leave you for now,
I'm not
Mr.
I'm not a
Cox.
fan of him. Okay, but we've healed him. More XP.
Another night of the glorious battalion.
Now we need to head upstairs. Analyse the blood.
I have wasted too much energy for so little result.
Take all the medication we can find as we're going around. Do seem to replenish themselves, which is good. And then this is my room. We can analyse the blood. And that gives us light stamina serum. Okay, cool. Right, so we can now make bronchitis again. We haven't got enough potassium to treat pneumonia. And we haven't got anything for headache. What else have we got here? That's the weapon I'm using currently. I need 3 common handle parts, but we can. So what does this give us? That gives us maybe this glass vials. Does that mean we've got enough? Yes, we know enough to cure pneumonia. Which means we can't. We've already cured bronchitis once. I assume, yeah, we still haven't got enough. We need 3 more common handle parts to upgrade the gun to increase the damage. Can't upgrade that anymore. I do like the idea of this. We're at level 2. Stun points. Attack speed is really slow. Right. I'm going to comment for the parts to do that. We're at 82 for the common hacksaw. That's 75. The machete, we can't go any higher. Won't do much with the machete.
Razvan Vasily was infected by Spanish flu, but also has the highly unstable blood of the Scowls. Is the London vampire epidemic transmitted through the flu? I should talk to Dr. Swansea about it.
Do we sleep now? Before we, or should we just go and speak to Swansea? That's the question. Let's go and talk to him quickly first, I think.
It's locked.
He is not in there.
Evening,
I've got loads of
Edgar.
side missions as well.
Could I get your professional opinion?
Please speak, but I have something important to tell you.
This strain of flu, it's very different from the one I saw in Europe. It's downright peculiar.
Really? What makes you say that?
I've just looked at the blood of one of our recently deceased.
I see. Do you have anything more to go on?
This disease spreads and looks like the Spanish flu, but its effects differ greatly. The London strain is different from the continental one.
This is very interesting. Did you find something else?
Yes. Unlike the flu, the infected begin to show an increase in outwardly aggressive behavior. More than simple agitation. Once docile people become violent.
You mean like rabies? Is there a chance we could create a vaccine, Jonathan, like Pasteur? By the stove, that would be smashing.
There's a lot we're not seeing here. But it is spreading, and quickly. If we don't act, the whole city could be lost.
But Jonathan, we've a fantastic opportunity sitting right here in front of us. A weapon of choice.
What on earth do you mean?
Why, you, my dear boy. With your expertise and your blood, we could isolate the properties that course through your veins. Think about the possibilities.
I admit it did occur to me. Blood seems to be the common factor in all of this.
I totally agree. We're in uncharted territory here. Maybe it's just wishful thinking, but imagine the possibilities.
We'll discuss this more later. Thank you for your time.
No, thank you, Jonathan. But as I said, I needed to talk to you. I have some rather bad news.
Yes?
I'm afraid it's your sister.
My sister?
She's to be buried this evening at Whitechapel Cemetery. Your mother published the obituary this morning.
I see.
I'm sorry, Jonathan. Please accept my condolences.
I'm going to attend the funeral. I want to sleep though first, I think. And then I can at least upgrade and see what effects everything I had did. Okay, we can't do ultimates yet. Although some of them look really cool. Tactical. There's lots we can do. Defensive, we've got a blood barrack, circulation. Claws, blood sphere, shadow mist. That's to heal myself. One thing I did notice. Upgrade of blood. One thing I noticed straight away, science. Medical bank, cartridge bank. We need to increase our endurance. I noticed that was a big issue. I was losing a lot of stamina quite quickly. 600 XP. We've gone up to level 9. Do we do it twice? Let's have a look at what else we can upgrade. Probably health is another one to upgrade, I think. That'd be 600. Do like the idea of some of these. Increase their bite, hard biting. So this will increase our own life regeneration when we fight in combat. It's 300 points, we'll take that. And our bite will do more damage. We're now level 10, so we can take one of these. I like rage. How much is it going to cost me to have that? It's 1000 XP. Some abilities are powerful that even vampires fear them, rages on them. The vampires control unleashes the beast. Begin to do what the beast levels up and does them. So we've got beast, we've got abyss. I remember some of this shows the purest darkest forms, it shows it's out to 600 shadow. Can't use it very often. Or we've got blood cauldron. I like the idea of that, to be fair. So we'll take that, that's 1000. So we can equip that. Right, we've got 1300 left. What do we want to upgrade? We haven't even got used the blood spill or shadow mist. We've upgraded our bites. The body is up to 2 for endurance. I like the idea of upgrading claws. Level 2, oh, it's 2000, so we can't upgrade claws. 2000 XP to upgrade claws. We can upgrade this. This is our healing. It's 1300, that will cost us. So it's 50 more healing. We don't really use spring very much. We've still got blood capacity we can increase. It's 300. That's another 300. So we can increase our blood capacity. And it's 600 now for everything else. I think that's everything, isn't it? That we can do at this point. It's all 600 now. 2000 to increase them. And this was 1300. I think that's everything we can do. Oh no, we can upgrade science, so we can actually hold. Increase the number of bullets we can carry. Not that I'm really using guns. We'll confirm. Right, what's going to happen now? Every night, constant excellence may improve or degrade. can also due to disease spreading among. Okay, so let's see what happens. Ah. Fort's mysterious disappearances have escalated in the past weeks. So disappearances in Whitechapel. Okay, it's a major event. So it's because we got rid of her. She's missing now. We've still got people we need to heal. We haven't been here yet. So that's now healthy. This is where the hospital is. Still got someone to heal, but we haven't got headaches. It's Pembroke Hospital. We're healthy. And that stays stable at the minute. Dyson Delaney at some point. Sean Hampton. That's the docks. Whitechapel is serious. Because she is missing. And there's a major event. Because of what we did to her. I don't think we can't do anything else, can we, at this point? We can make pneumonia, bronchitis. We can treat the cold, we've got fatigue. We can't do headaches. Nothing we can do there. And the other thing we need to do here, we need to reach cemetery. Our ultimate is there. The passives are here. Cool, and there's all the stuff, collectibles we've done. We have got side missions to do, admittedly. Done that one, succeeded. We still need to find them. We've got to do the pharmacy. We've still got to find out that one. No investigations there. This one we've still got Braille. We've got to do the box. We're heading to Whitechapel anyway, so we'll see what happens. But we need to reach the...
I never thought I would have to attend my murdered sister's funeral.
We need to come out, go round.
Mary, I can't forgive myself. I'll find the truth about what happened to us. I swear.
We are definitely a lot stronger now, at least.
This is despicable.
Alright, that's an issue. There's guards there. This is the cemetery.
Not a good place for a stroll. Over there!
We obviously need to go in there. And there has to be people here. It's a lot easier to attack now, must admit. Stamina definitely makes a difference. We're going to have to take him out, I think, aren't we? Level 16.
Best stay back, sir. Crush the leech, boys!
Yeah, definitely a lot easier to attack. We can do a lot more damage now. That's incredibly helpful.
This is no place for you, sir. Die, leech!
Oh, that scared me.
Bloody leeches need killing.
Okay,
My dear
right
sister,
into the cemetery.
I don't know if I have the strength.
Discreetly attend. Discreetly attend, okay. Someone's in distress.
Who are you? What do you want? Somebody help! Who are you? What do you want?
So it is a lot easier to attack now I've upgraded stuff. Stamina is my issue.
What do you want?
I say easier.
Somebody help!
3-on-1's a bit more difficult. Alright, it's one down. Two down. One to go. 3 down.
Somebody help!
That's a lot easier now.
Are you
we
all right,
saved her.
miss?
I don't know. Who were those people? They wanted to kill me. Why?
They've lost their minds in the epidemic. They won't come back for now.
You seem to know a lot about them, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm investigating this disease.
I am Shaoshun. Thank you so much for helping me, Mr. Reed. I must go to the cemetery now. Goodbye.
Is there anything in here we can take, use? That doesn't look brilliant, to be honest.
It's locked, all right.
Quite a few locked boxes, isn't there? Right, we need to discreetly attend the funeral. More skulls. To be fair, I expect skulls considering. Yeah, cemetery. Okay. Where are we heading? Need stamina back. Oh, he's still there. Not anymore, he's not. He's dead.
Since I can't reveal myself to my mother now, I must find a discreet spot to attend the ceremony.
There we go.
I am the resurrection and the life. He that believeth in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live. And whosoever liveth and believeth in me shall never die. We commend unto thy hands of mercy, most merciful Father, the soul of our sister departed, and we commit her body to the ground. Earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
Why kill my Mary and stick her here in this cold, god-awful place?
These are the legal requirements for the epidemic, madam.
Oh, Avery, I feel so tired. Please take me home.
Yes, madam.
one thing. This is a nightmare.
Jonathan, there is nothing you can do but accept it.
What brings you here?
I thought you could use the company. I am so sorry for your loss, Jonathan.
She was a good person. Vibrant, full of life.
If you haven't seen the previous episode, especially the first one,
you're a
I'll
good
explain what
person,
happened to her.
Jonathan. And a young Ekon. A newborn cast
But
into
just
the
so you
night
understand the
without
story,
so much as a candle to guide your
you
way.
actually kill her
She
at
had
the
been
start.
scouring the most dangerous parts
Once
of
you've
London
been
in
turned, you
search
don't
of me.
realise.
And it led to her death.
Jonathan, don't.
I still hear her last thoughts. They echo in my head. Her mind shattered, and it haunts me.
Jonathan, stop. Listen carefully. You must come to terms with this. You must learn to live with what happened.
How can I? I've destroyed my family. My poor mother. I can't even console her.
Don't you see? You're doing the work of our enemies, feeding your remorse. We are weakest when we grieve, and the guilt blurs our senses.
And so this is why you're here. To warn me. You've felt this pain yourself. You too have endured this.
I don't want to lose you, Jonathan. I've lost so many friends. Loved ones I cherished. Pray for Mary's forgiveness, if you must.
Thank you, my lady. I will.
Good. But be careful. If I found you here, others may too.
What should I do then?
St. Mary's Church is not far from here. Go there and make your peace. Find the solace you need.
My lady wants me to confess.
No, Jonathan. It's you who wants to confess, I think.
So that's saved now. So what I'm thinking is that's probably a good point to call it a night. We're going to head back to Whitechapel. There's stuff we need to do in Whitechapel. Once we do that, there's an event there. An unknown event happened. We haven't really done anything in the docks, have we, considering? The map isn't large. Well, what's going on there? There's an event at the hospital. New dialogue available. Dr. Swansea. What I'm thinking is, call it a night. And my plan is, hopefully, all being well, tomorrow morning, stream like I did this morning, hopefully with no crashes, and we'll do part 5. So currently we're on chapter 3. I don't know how many chapters there are, but yeah, we've got an event happening. It's a major event, because we made the choice of Dorothy Crane. She's now missing because we told her to disappear. We haven't done anything with West End yet. That's something we need to have a look at. And we've still got people to heal here as well. He's got a migraine. We can't heal migraines yet. We need to heal the cold there, and we need to heal fatigue there in Whitechapel. Plus there's side missions as well to do. We need to find a thing for a headache. There's still quite a bit to do, but we're stable, we're healthy. There's serious condition in Whitechapel, mainly because we haven't done anything there. And then we've still got missions to do in Whitechapel. So in Whitechapel we've got 3 different side missions to do. Although we did that one, did we not? Yeah. So that will hopefully be completed once we finish this main mission, I think. So yeah, I think that's probably it. We know it's just saved, which I saw it saving in the top right hand corner. So there we are. Thank you for watching. Join us in the morning for a bit of a longer stream. It'll probably be a good couple of hours, hopefully, if all things being well. I hope you enjoyed it. If you watch these back, then I appreciate it. If you do watch them back and you like them, give them a like, subscribe for more streams, and check out No Man's Sky, Discovering One Planet at a Time on Sunday at 8 o'clock. The upcoming episode on this Sunday is probably my best one that I've done, in my opinion. I'm hoping other people think so. But yeah, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. And I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.